Hello, my dear students. How are you? I hope by the God grace, all of you safe in zone. Thank you. After a long time, now we discuss our subject. The previous classes already, so introduction portion of the biology is also to complete it. Like 6 chapters are the present in our subject. 6 chapters, the first chapter is life processes. So what is the meaning of the life processes? The different types of the systems are the present in the life. Like nutrition, respiration, digestion, circulation, excretion, reproduction, like nervous system and even muscular system, and all the systems are together. Now that is called life processes. What is the importance of the life processes? Importance of the life processes, so that is very important for the survival and perpetuation of the life. So perpetuation, the growth and development of the organisms. That is importance of the life processes. And anyhow, the first the life processes unit, and so many systems are the present here. The first system is nutrition. What is the meaning of the nutrition? What is the importance? So the nutrition, all the nutrients means in the chemical substances are essential for our growth and development of the body. Those are called the nutrients. The nutrients are very important in our diet or taking food. So this depending on their nature, and now all the nutrients can classify into 2 types, like macronutrients and micronutrients. Macro, carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Micronutrients, vitamins and minerals. But all the nutrients are essential for the life. So first of all, this nutrition, like all the nutrients are the present in our diet, that is called the nutrition. But this nutrition is very, very important. So all the living organisms, not only animals, and even that is also very important system in plants also. Yes. So in the previous class we have already discussed, this is the nutrition in plants. So one of the basic life process, the photosynthetic activity. How the plants are prepared their own food, like a autotrophic nutrition. Photosynthetic activity is very important. So the plants grow and develop, and everything it is also possible with the help of the photosynthetic activities. But very important factors are present for this photosynthesis. Depending on their nature, the factors can classify it into 2 types, like external factors and internal factors. Now, the photosynthesis, how many factors? External factors. What are that external factors? Example, sunlight and carbon dioxide. Next one, internal factors. Example, water and chlorophyll. So these are the external factors. Already we clearly described like what is the importance of sunlight. How the light is also essential for the photosynthetic activity or this experiment already we did. Next, carbon dioxide. how the carbon dioxide is also necessary for the photosynthesis, that is also over. Now we'll discuss what is the importance of the chlorophyll in photosynthetic activity. That's why now today our class we also to discuss about the chlorophyll, and this is also what is the importance of the chlorophyll in photosynthetic activities. Photosynthesis and chlorophyll. Photosynthesis and chlorophyll. Yes, of course. So the previous days in photosynthetic activities, the plants to prepare their own food only with the help of the soil. So because of the root system of the plant, it is also to observe each and every like minerals or water or everything, it is also to observe from the soil. Everybody is unexpected. But so the gradually the so many after this is also experiments, so that is not correct. And the first scientist that is also to prove that, John Ingenhousz. John Ingenhousz John Ingenhousz. So this scientist it is also to, they know very well, that is also here our John Ingenhousz was also to wanted to find out, so the more this is also to more about the photosynthetic activities. So that's why they always did so many experiment. So the finally find out, that is the main portions, the which portions of the plant, like the green parts of the plant, it is also this is very important for the photosynthetic activities. Photosynthetic activities. The first time, so around nearly the 1780, John Ingenhousz, it is also to the explain this photosynthesis mostly to happen green parts of the plant. Green parts of the plant. This green portions only very important for the photosynthetic activities. So the John Ingenhousz is also explained. But after some time, definitely some questions, some doubts it is also raised. So because there's so many other plants have not only the green color, so green color leaves, and other like the red color, so yellow, and different colors are also to having. But what about those plants? How those plants is also to prepare the photosynthetic activity? And even animals, some of the animals also having the green color bodies. So that's why now those organisms like those animals also to prepare their own food. So it is not possible, couldn't. So that's why, so what is the next, what is the secret behind this here? So that's why next one, but almost around the 4 decades after the invention of like the discovery of the John Ingenhousz, and mostly nearly 1817, in this year 1817, after this is also 4 decades, around this 4 decades after the John Ingenhousz. So this is the year, due to the experiment, like this is the two scientists are Pelletier and Cavendish. Pelletier and Cavendish. 1870. After this is also 4 decades. So the Pelletier and Cavendish is also to the extract the green color substances from the green color parts of the plant here. These green color substances are extracted from the green color parts. So, and named it, and this is also to name it is called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. What is the meaning of the chlorophyll? Green leaf. What is the meaning of the chlorophyll? Green leaf. Okay, ma? That is the chlorophyll. So means green leaf. 1817 Pelletier and the Cavendish is the two scientists are. So after that is also extracted the green substances from the plant. So and name it, that is also called the chlorophyll. This is the one of the color pigment. So okay. So that's why after the John Ingenhousz, then, but okay, this chlorophyll, where it is also to the located here. But this chlorophyll pigments, it is also not, it is not present in entire, that is throughout of the the leaf, this leaf. It is not possible. So that's why where it is also located here. We want to the exact location of the the leaf. So where it is also to the chlorophyll. That's why further experiments and most of them after the in the same manner, and this is also here after the 6 decades. The same manner after the 6 decades, now the exact portion of the chlorophyll, the present the organelles which has known, that is called, especially the one of the organelle is called the chloroplast. The chloroplast, it is also to introduce it by Julius van Sachs, 1883. Julius van Sachs, it is also, in the year of the 1883, he introduced that the chlorophyll pigments are the present in the particular portion. So those organelles are called chloroplast. That's why chloroplast. So chloroplast is also introduced by Julius van Sachs. Clear? Yes, Julius van Sachs. Okay. Then, so this is the 1883. It is also to the clearly introduced. But at the same time, now how this chloroplast is also extracted from the plant cell. Okay, this is present. Chloroplast is present. And the chlorophyll pigments are the present in the chloroplast in particular portion. But how this chloroplast is also extracted from the plant cell? So this is after the same thing it is. After the long period like the 7 decades. Almost it is also 7 decades. First of all this is also after the 7 decades. This is first of all Daniel Arner, 1954. Daniel Arner is also to extract or separate the chloroplast from the plant cell. Actually, if you broken this plant cell, entire the chloroplast is also to broken into the pieces. So that's why it is so difficult task. So separation of the chloroplast from the plant cell. But that's why, so Julius van Sachs 1883 to introduce the chloroplast. So nearly this is after the 7 decades, 1954, Daniel Arner is also first time extract the chloroplast from the plant cell without any distraction. Clear, man? Yes? Sure. One time, just you look at this is also to the flow chart. What is the history of the chloroplast? First of all, John Ingenhousz. So when 1708 nearly, the green parts of the plant is very important for the photosynthesis. But these green plants, where it is located, how this is also appeared green in color, that means after that is also 4 decades, Pelletier and Cavendish, the two scientists, due to the work of the two scientists, 1817, first of all, the green color pigments are the present in the leaf, so those are called the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. Now this matter is also introduced by Pelletier and Cavendish, but chlorophyll's pigments are not present in entire the cell. Particular portions only present. Which one? Chlorophyll pigments are present in particular portions. So those portions are, so where it is also located means after this is also after the decade, Julius Van Sachs 1883, first time the chlorophyll pigments are present in the particular portions are called, so that is called, the organelle is called the chloroplast. Chloroplast. Clear? And how many chloroplasts are the present means the Julius Van Sachs is explained nearly 40 to 100. 40 to 100 chloroplasts are the present in stomatal guard cells and ground tissues of the plant. Okay, clear? How many chloroplasts are the nearly present? The 40 to 100, the chloroplasts, organelles are the present in the stomatal guard cells and ground tissues of the plant. That is also location of the chloroplast. Then, okay, the chloroplast is also introduced. But how this chloroplast? Now, still, now we also, we know that what is the complete structure of the chloroplast. But how it is possible? Means extracted the chloroplast from the plant cell. That is also done by Daniel Orner in 1954. First time the chloroplast is extracted from the plant cell without any distraction. That is also done by Daniel Orner. 1954. This is the history of the chloroplast. Clear? Clear, my student? Okay. So the very good. And you follow in the same manner in the notes. And then, so what is the structure of the chloroplast? And what is the importance of the chloroplast? How this is also, all the activities are also to happen in the chloroplast. And we follow this next classes. Thank you very much.